the bird outside that's really annoying and keeps cawing. So I've been trying to wait till it stopped, but it's not stopping. Anyway. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ryan's Show. Today, I will be showing you my Disney's Electric Light Parade collection. For those of you who don't know, that is my favorite parade at Disneyland. And just recently, this summer, it was at Disneyland. So I went to go see it with my boyfriend, and it was really nice. But, there was also some cool things that came out that I definitely got. So I'd like to show that too. But not only that, I will also be ranking all the parade floats in this parade. So let's get to it. Just to let you guys know, I will not be ranking the character stuff. I'm just gonna just the floats, okay? Show all of it, the whole parade that I watched. I do have a video of it, but I'm not gonna show the video. You can just find it online. Now, okay, let's start off with the first float. That's wrong. That bird's gonna kill me. All right. The first float to come down Main Street was the train. This train comes in with Goofy riding it, and I think Mickey and Minnie are on the actual big float, which says Main Street Electrical Parade, Disneyland presents the 50th anniversary Main Street Electrical Parade, which was this one. And it's pretty cool. This is a good start for a parade. I really like it. So I'm gonna put this one. I mean, I'm gonna put it at the A tier. It's not my favorite, but it is a nice beginning. Put it underneath S. All right. You guys could probably guess what my favorite parade float is, but it might surprise you. Let's see what happens. Up next, we have another of the Electric Light Parade classics. Is the little spinning turtle, and he's not the only one. There is a total of 4 of them. We have the little bumblebee, the turtle with the hat, and the snail. Gosh, my sister hated these. She said she was scared of them, thought they were gonna hit her. They do spin around very violently, not as violently as they used to, but they did spin very crazily. Now, I think my favorite out of all of them was the bumblebee, just because it makes noises. Bzz, 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 bzz. So I'm gonna put that one at the S tier. The snail just bobbed its head up and down. The turtle just spun around, with glasses just spun around. So did the hat one. I like the snail because it bowed, so I'm gonna put them at S tier. Turtle with the hat and the turtle with sunglasses, I'm just gonna put them at the regular, at B. I don't know. They're okay. It's alright. Now after that, we have our first section of the parade, which is Alice in Wonderland, which also includes little bugs that were spinning around. But the first float you see is the butterfly and the ladybug on a mushroom. It's very cute and pretty. You can see the bumblebee behind it. I don't know. I like the blue and red. My camera was not bad. I really like the pictures I took. These are all taken by me, by the way. And gosh, I like the colors of the Electric Light Parade. It's just so pretty. This one though, I really like how pretty it is. I'm gonna put it at S tier right now. There we go. Alright. Next up was Alice and the Cheshire Cat. This one's cool because the Cheshire Cat disappears and just shows a smile in his eyes, just like in the movie. But he's also pink and blue, which is really pretty. There's a snail behind him, and the next float behind him. Alice is a staple. She's on there talking to everybody, saying hello to everybody. I have the song stuck in my head. I really love the song. So I could probably recite her lines, but I'm not gonna because I want to show that I'm crazy. But this one's cool, but it's not really one of my favorites. I don't know. I wish the colors were a little more prettier. It's red underneath, and it has like white on top. I know it's supposed to light her up, which is what was supposed to happen, but I wish there was a little bit more Wonderland colors looking for the mushroom especially. So I'm gonna put that one at B. Sorry, Alice. All right, next. After her is the caterpillar. The blue caterpillar. This one is cool. The blue is so vibrant. The red on the mushroom is vibrant. And just the whole thing just pops and screams Wonderland. There he is smoking, and there you go, see the little turtle hat in the background. But just the caterpillar is blue and it's really pretty. Pops, and his face was projected on inside. So he can actually move and talk. It was pretty cool. It's one of the newer floats for the Electrified Parade. So I'll put that one at A, just because it pops more. It gives me more Wonderland vibes than the first one. The Alice one was very old, and I wish they just had more colors to make her pop. Next section we have in the parade is Cinderella. And Cinderella starts off with her little mice friends dancing. There they are. They're so cute. The mice, I haven't seen them walking around the park like you do see on TikTok, where they're walking around and saying hi. But this is the parade that you get to see them fully. And they have like little lights on their dresses and their hats, and it's all cute, and their little tuxes or suits. And yeah, it's hard because it's dark and you can't really light up all the characters, but they're still there, and it's pretty cool to see them, especially lit up. Like some of the other characters you'll see. So those are just the characters that are walking in front. And then the first float we have of the Cinderella group. The carriage has no horses. It's just floating with magic. And on the carriage we have Cinderella and the fairy godmother in the back. And in the front we have the driver. So this float is pretty. It is Cinderella. You can tell by the green from the pumpkin and the orange of the pumpkin, and it's very vibrant and bright. And you can still see Cinderella inside, and her dress is glowing. And I think the fairy godmother's wand is glowing, and that's about it. But this is Cinderella's carriage. The carriage is more like it's turning back into a pumpkin than it was in the movie, where it's like a nice gold carriage, but that's okay. This is Cinderella we're talking about, so I think she's just grateful to go to the ball. So I know my grandma would kill me if I didn't put it at the top, so I'm gonna do it with the carriage first, because the carriage is really pretty. The orange and the green just pop so pretty. Next, the court. So the court is it's not a float, it's just a giant canopy over the dancers. And the canopy's red and yellow and it pops. And the canopy has light, so it illuminates the dancers. The dancers have some lights on them, which is really pretty. But I'm not ranking these dancers in the list of the floats, so we're gonna put that away. And then the float, after that, the palace courtyard. I'll show all of it. Here's what the full float looks like. It has the canopy with a crown in the center, the stairs going up on both sides, some candelabras and candles. I love candles, they're pretty. And then it has a fountain in the center with, I want to say, a chandelier on the top. Really pretty. Colors are popping. The blue really pops. I like the blue a lot. On the left we have the prince, which I have a picture of him right here. The prince is carrying a glass slipper, which is Cinderella's glass slipper. And then on the right we have Gisela and Anastasia. And my picture is really blurry, but that's what they are there. And they're just messing around. I like this one, but not as much as the next one. So I think I'm gonna put this one at A. Yeah, I'm gonna put that one at A. It's nice. It's not bad. Up next, which is the clock tower. This is from Cinderella, the clock tower with it striking midnight. And it has like little fountains at the bottom. They kind of just like, are like just magic at the bottom. And the clock tower is blue and gold and the center is orange. It's just really pretty. And I like the sounds it makes. It goes dong at 12 at midnight. And it's so pretty. And another thing is like there's speakers in it so you can hear it louder as it gets closer. It's just cool. I really like the clock tower, so I'm gonna put that one at A. The Cinderella carriage was for my grandma, but if I had to choose out of each section, I really like the clock tower the most out of Cinderella's section. It's just so pretty. All right, that was the first two sections from the beginning of the parade to the two sections in the middle. Now, I'm gonna show off some of my stuff just to give it a little mix. All right, so first thing I'm gonna show off is my little postcard. It's a postcard where it has all the little parade floats. It's really cute postcard. I'm never gonna send it to anybody, but I just like the picture and the art. There's Dumbo and the Blue Fairy, which we'll talk about that later. I remember the Main Street Electrical Parade when I went to go see it in Main Street, but the ones I really remember was when it was in California Adventure, and that's where I used to watch it a lot, was in California Adventure. When we went this year for the 50th anniversary, I got a map, which is really cool. It has Elliot in the front. I like keeping maps, but especially this map I'll keep forever, which is the Electric Light Parade 50th anniversary one. I have two thanks to Andrew. Those are my maps. Up next, were the cool tickets. Tickets now are awesome when they get printed out. There's Elliot, and there's also the Alice in Wonderland one. I can't remember which one I had, but either way, my boyfriend gave me his, so I have both. So I really like them a lot. They're really cute. Yeah, that's all I got paper-wise out of... These are the ones I just got, and this one I had for a while with a little postcard. I wish they would give more stuff. Back to ranking. First, it was the opening of the parade, then Alice in Wonderland, then Cinderella. Now, we go to Peter Pan. And Peter Pan starts off with the pirate ship. This pirate ship it looks green. Green, yellow, and red, and white. And on the pirate ship, it has Peter Pan, Captain Hook, and the driver. Oh, it also has a skull in the front that really glows. That's really cool. I'm a sucker for Peter Pan. I really like Peter Pan. I don't know, I wish the ship was a little brighter and colorful. I really like blue. It pops a lot. They fight Peter Pan and Captain Hook on the ship. They don't really need any lights, but I think Peter Pan has no lights on him. So Peter Pan and Captain Hook are lit up just by the ship alone. And I think I'm going to put this one, I'll put it at S tier. I really like it at S tier. There you go. Next, we have a small float with the group, and that is Mr. Smede's boat. He's on a little boat in the back. He has the treasure chest. Mr. Speed just like swerves around on the street, going towards the audience, but moves away. There's Mr. Smede. He's pretty cool. His boat is very vibrant. That's kind of wish what the pirate ship looked like. It has like blue underneath for the water, but I just wish the ship was red, so it popped more. Red is always a good color. So I'm gonna give Mr. Smede B, because he's okay, but not one of my favorites, and I wouldn't say he's A tier, so we'll put him there. After Peter Pan, but still kind of in the Peter Pan like fantasy area, we have Tinkerbell. And Tinkerbell, first off, has her dancers, which where are they? There they are, or her other fairy sisters. And they have these little cool lantern lamps with flowers on them, and they're all lit up too, with little flower crowns around their head, lights up. Their wings don't light up, but the front of their chest does. They have like this cool little print on their dresses that light up. Now the float right behind the fairies is Tinkerbell's float, and there she is on top of a flower, and it's kind of like a garden float, and she's on top with her little wings. And I don't know if you guys remember, but before, the first time I ever saw when the Tinkerbell movies came out, she had a float in the Electric Light Parade at California Adventure, which had her balloon, which she flies on. And I don't know where that one went. I'll have to look at pictures of that. There's a lot of floats that have come and gone, but this one's really pretty. One thing special about this float is that down the back, when the music gives it a little high note, there's like these like pretty little pixie dust that will light up. That will shine yellow, and it's really vibrant. This is one of the newer parade floats because you can tell by the flowers how like they're not like plasticky, but like they have like a cap with lights underneath it, so it makes it glow, and it's really pretty. And just like the whole effects of the parade float is really nice. And how the green just pops, and the colors are all still seen, and it still gives you like a full-on show. Or some of them are a little more faint and hidden, or overpowered by their colored lights, or the white lights that are just bright. Where am I going to put this one? I think I'm going to put this one at A, just because I put the pirate ship first. No, I really like it. My S tier is going to be popping. I can already tell. Yeah, I'll just keep it at S. Why not? Alright, so that was two sections. Even though it was one, it was Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. But I'm going to call it as two sections. Now, back to my stuff. This is old, so let me show you. This is a little necklace that I got a long time ago. I don't know how I got it. It was in a bag downstairs of my house, and I just grabbed it. It says Disney's Electric Parade, Disneyland. I mean, it still lights up. Nope. Maybe it needs batteries. Another thing that I have that is old is this cassette tape, which is a recording of the Electric Light Parade and some other stuff like Lilo and Stitch and Best of Pooh and Tigger. And in the back it has Piglet's Big Movie Disney. I think my mom or my dad downloaded this for us for the car, so when we listened to it. Kelly really liked Lilo and Stitch. Pooh and Tigger we both like, and Piglet's Movie we like, but I really like the Electric Light Parade, so my mom put that on there for me. So I just keep it as a little memento. I mean, I have a player that could play cassettes, but I haven't really listened to it to see if it still is in working condition. I just like this as Electric Light Parade on top, so I keep it. Another thing I have that is old is the Main Street Electric Light Parade cassette tape. Farewell season. Well, I'm not really gone since back again for the 50th year. But this one has all the old floats. Wow, the butterfly is actually here too on the mushroom. So it's not that old. Oh, and so is the caterpillar. Oh, wow. There's a hippo. The hippo was in this one. Oh, look at that. Look how old that is. There's stuff on the back. It says, don't let the parade pass you by. Catch the spark after dark at Disneyland Park and say farewell to one of the Magic Kingdom's most celebrated traditions, the Main Street Electrical Parade. Where else but the Main Street Electrical Parade could you see an illuminated 40-foot-long fire-breathing dragon? We'll get to that later. And hear the energy of his legendary melody one last time. It's unforgettable after-dark magic that will glow in your heart long after the last float has disappeared. Here it is. Inside Disney's Main Street Electrical Parade. Cassette tape. Pretty cool. I remember watching this at my babysitter's house, my grandma-owned babysitter's house, and she would put it on for me to watch. And I really liked the part where in the beginning it would just light up in the beginning of the song, and at the end of the movie it would just turn off. That'd be it. Literally it. That's like the best thing I remember from the movie. I wish I could watch it again. 1972 to 1996. I wasn't even born at that time. I was born in 2000. And this is the farewell season, so this is really old. But I keep it. Part of my collection now. These are the oldest things that I have in my collection. I do not know how I got this. My mom made this for me, and this I used to watch as a kid. So I keep them very close to my heart with my collection. Alright, back to ranking. So, we did the first, then it was Alice, Cinderella, Peter Pan, and Tinkerbell. After Tinkerbell, we have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And Snow White starts off with the minecarts, which has Dopey in the front. There's Dopey. Dopey and all of his other friends have little mining hats that have lights on them, so they all get to shine. I really like the minecart. I think it's really pretty. Minecarts are usually black or gray, but they have lights to light it up. And the wheels, I think the wheels actually turned. The lights did turn. But on the back, it just has all these gems. And they have big, thick gems that are lit up. But they have those little tiny, like, jelly bean lights that are everywhere. And it's just so pretty. A little Dopey in the front. This is hard. I really like the minecart. I think I'm going to put minecart at S because I just like it. It's so cute and tiny. And then after them, after Dopey is Snow White, where she's dancing. Her dress lit up too. Her top of the dress is lit up really nice with blue. Blue is really pretty. Blue really pops. And her collar, or her, her collar is just white, so it lights up her face. And they also have like these little like antennas at the top. And it has a light on it, so it lights up the character. And her bow has little red lights on it. But her yellow dress has little yellow sparks in it. I don't know. I wish they would update the characters' costumes, because I wish they would light up more and give more color. But again, it's Electric Light Parade. If you want to talk about the Paint the Night Parade, that's a whole different parade that has updated their characters, has more lights in that one. But this one is an old classic, and I love this one a lot. So I just wish we could see the characters shine, sparkle more. After Snow White, we have, mine is pretty, but all the exterior of the mine is black. There's no color. it's all in the inside, which is supposed to show like the inside of the mine. You see like the walls cracked, and then like behind it there's like stuff. So I think it's pretty. It used to be longer when I was little, but it's just one cube now. And they have some workers in there, and they have a minecart in there, and they have a lot of big gems. I'm gonna put this one since it's smaller, but that's just because the parade might be too long. I'm gonna put this one at C. It's nice, but I just wish the outside had some color. Maybe gray lights just to show the cave walls on the outside, and then the inside shows some color. I don't know. It just seems weird that the outside is dark. After the mine, we have Pinocchio. And Pinocchio is right here. He's all lit up. He has his vest lit up bright, and he has all his friends who are half human, half donkey. If you haven't seen the movie, children get turned into donkeys. Pinocchio, I wish was a little bit more lit up. I don't know if it'd be nicer if their eyes were lit up. I don't know. It's hard to like explain. I don't know. I wish their like faces were lit up more. I don't know. It's just, I feel like that'd be creepy though if their eyes were lit up. After that, we have the circus, which in Pinocchio is the giant head with the bridge going into it, and the face is just really bright. Look how bright it is. And he has his hat, and then the whole behind of it was this whole cart. It's the island. They have pool, ice cream, a cupcake, the banner, and the Ferris wheel, and also the light tower, the lighthouse with the slide. How pretty. This one is very colorful. It has a lot of colors that pop. The red pops, the blue pops, yellow, tan, green, pink. All the colors. I think there's little people on the Ferris wheel. This one's pretty. I think I'm gonna put it at A, sorry. And I think that's the end of Pinocchio. I don't think Pinocchio has any more floats. After him though is another big float, but we'll get to that later. First, I'm gonna show you guys some of my other stuff. Now that we went through Snow White and Pinocchio, I got this on one of my trips. I think I was still in high school, and I really wanted the sipper. It's like for a straw. You put your straw in here, and he lights up. You can barely see it, but I'll show you guys later tonight. But it's the turtle with the hat. It's really cute. He's kind of turned yellow. He used to be white, but I left him in my room with the window open, and I think the sun kind of damaged him. But he still lights up pretty. There is one out right now, which is the bee, and he lights up too, and I really want it. But when I was there, they didn't sell him yet, so I'm kind of sad about that. So I had to buy him online. But yeah, this is one of them I have. Another thing I have that I actually got this year, I got a little Wishable. And this one wasn't in the secret box. They actually have all the floats. Well, not all the floats, but some of the floats in the mystery bags. But I didn't want them because they're plushies. I'd rather have like actual hard parade floats, so I can play with them as toys and stuff like that. I've always wanted a set of just the parade stuff, just floats. Like, you know how they have like the Disney toys where it has the whole box, all the characters in Incredibles, Finding Nemo, even the Marvel ones like Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. They have these sets of all the characters in the movie. But I wish they would have just Disney ones, Disneyland exclusives, where it had all the characters of the parades or all the floats in there, so you have your own little mini parade that you can play with. Or they can also do rides. I don't know. I've always wanted a little play set of all the floats of each parade, each individual parade. So each parade will have their own toy set and just have little minifigures of the floats. That's it. It would be cool if they lit up, but again, if they didn't, I'd be fine with it. They just painted. But this is a Squishmallow, my Wishable that my boyfriend got me, which is Elliot the Dragon. He does glow in the dark. And yeah, it's pretty cute. He wasn't random. They actually sell him just on the rack, so you can just buy him if you just want Wishable of him. If you just want the Wishable of him. I tore off the tag. That's probably not something you should do, but I was really annoyed at the long tag. So yeah, that's my little Wishable. And yeah. I'm gonna put them away. Alright. The next float definitely is an S tier. That is Elliot the Dragon. For those who don't know, this is from Pete's Dragon. And Pete is actually riding the dragon. I have a picture of it, but I don't have it on my iPad. Right here. He's riding the dragon, and I just like the dragon. He's green and yellow, and his wings are red, and it just pops. And he also has a little lantern on his back tail. It's all cute. For those of you who don't know, Pete's dragon can disappear, and this dragon does disappear. He literally turns, and the lights are turned off, and he disappears, and Pete is still riding it, and the lantern on the back is still lit up. The lantern is so he can find him when he disappears, that he's still there. And he does breathe smoke. It's like a little smoke machine, and it fills up everywhere. Like, look at this. I even have video of it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And Pete talks to Elliot, and Elliot talks to, and I'm not gonna do the voice of it. I really like his voice. It's really cute. And yeah, I really like Elliot, so I'm gonna put him on top 2 at S tier. After that, we have the end float. But the end float, I'll get to after this. It's a brand new float for the 50th anniversary. Put that aside. I'm gonna show off 2 more things that I have, and the final 2 I'll show at the end. I got this pin. It shows first the train with Mickey Mouse in front of it, and then it opens up. Oh, well, it opens up to 3 separate compartments, and it has Alice with Cheshire Cat in the middle, and then it has Peter Pan's boat. I really like this pin. There was 3 pins that came out for the 50th anniversary. This one was one of them. And then the other one, which is the lights, bring it on, and it has Elliot, and it's shaped in a Mickey Mouse shape. It's really pretty, really cute. I really like pins. Anything with parades on them, I really like. I really love the parades. That's like one of the things I do. My boyfriend was kind of mad. I kind of swindled him into watching both parades that night because I love the election night parade. And we really sat there for at least, I want to say 2 hours before each one. We saw the fireworks, which was nice, and the parade goes on afterwards. There's one more pin, which is the new float that we're about to see, which I'll show right now. But that one was a little expensive. I didn't have enough money for the pin, and I wish I got it, but it's okay. I might buy it later online. Now, for the final float we have is the new It's Small World float. And it's pretty. I like it. It's definitely one of the newer floats, you can tell. It has a lot of color. And it starts off, I'll show it afterwards, but the original float that used to be there was the American flag with the eagle. And it was more like, it always reminded me of 4th of July at the end with the fireworks and everything. It looked kind of cool. I don't know, it was just always there. But now Disney has now fully turned it into just a Disney parade. American flag was always confusing, but I get it, it's America, and you want to show off that we're from Disney. Disneyland is America. And they turned it into It's Small World to show all different types of movies and characters that aren't in the parade that want to be in the parade. And I just like it. The only thing I don't like, well, I mean, of course, it is a Small World, so what do you expect? It's going to be the creepy dolls. And the first thing we start on the float is the blue fairy for Pinocchio. And I don't know if it was light that was lighting up the face, but all the faces were lit up perfectly. If they had a light bulb inside the face, I don't know, and now I kind of understand why the faces of the eyes of those characters should not light up. But the dolls, I don't know, they're not creepy. I mean, it's a Small World. I don't know, I don't know what I was expecting. But the dolls kind of just didn't fit the parade, if that makes sense. It was kind of like, oh, we'll just put dolls on it. I don't know if I wish they had the real characters on it, but real like actors on it. I don't know. The dolls were just so tiny on a big float. Let me show you some of the dolls that were on the float. I have a picture of it, of the whole float, of the concept art. They look really good in the concept art. That's how I wish they would look. Here, let me show you. So, let me zoom in a little bit. Here is the blue fairy. She's in the front. It looks really pretty. Of course, it's going to be pretty because they drew it. But her head looks so, like, full. I wish they made a mold of her actual, like the head right here, instead of the one we got, which was, it just looks so doll-like. I wish it was more plastic like they gave her real hair to match the It's a Small World dolls, but I wish they gave it more of that plastic American doll look. I don't know. I just really like the concept art. I haven't looked at this, and it's really pretty. But on the first section of the float, we have Hercules, which he has his giant light leaf he's holding, and Merida. And it has some like little drawings on the bottom of the float, which will show for the movie. So we have Hercules with his cool Greek temples and Greek columns. The next float, and there's fireworks everywhere. In the next float, we had Coco, which had the Day of the Dead with the some nice little very vibrant colors like pink, blues, and purples, and it had the orange pathway that he walks on. And then in the back is Tiana, which was really pretty. I kind of saw this side, I didn't get to see the other side. And on this on the next float, we have Moana and Mulan. And Moana has the ocean, really pretty. She's on her boat, which is really cool. But see how like the characters are just more full. I don't know what to say. It's just the drawing looks nice. Next, on the next float, we have Pocahontas, which she has the colors of the wind. I wish there was a little more colors there, but it was just orange and pink. And then we have Elsa and Anna with their little ice in the center, the sisters. And then over here we had Raya, which is the first time I've ever seen her on a parade float. And we also have the dragon, the blue dragon, which Aquafina played. I forget the name of the dragon. And then we had Mowgli in the back. And then on the last float, we have Aladdin and Jasmine on the magic carpet. And then we have Encanto, which was Mirabelle. I don't know the cousin's name. I'm sorry, I only saw it like twice. The cousin's name with the bird. And that was the first time I saw Encanto on a parade float. And the last float behind it is the entrance of It's Small with all the different buildings and everything. It's a pretty long float. But it's just so pretty having all the different Disney characters on it. I don't know, it was such a big float, it seemed so empty with dolls. And I wish it had more. I wish the dolls were more full to fill up the space. But I like the float. I think it's pretty. Now the float as a whole, I would probably put it at the A section. But from this picture that I have here, I really like all the colors on the final float. So I'm gonna put this one at S. So just the bottom one I'm going to put at S, and the full float I'm going to put at A. And that is my ranking of all the Disney's Electrical Light Parade floats. Gosh, there's so many floats that have come and gone, and I wish the one that I really liked the most, which was the Blue Fairy, which is right here. That one was my favorite. I just like the big dress and the human that was sitting in it and the huge wings. It was just really pretty. If I find a picture of it, it'll be right here, but it was blue and bright. So I really like that. Blue and yellow. Blue and white was really pretty. Now, the last two things I'm going to show you. I got Elliot, Popcorn Bucket. Here he is. It is awesome. This is what I mean by toys. Like, this is I will hope they make more Popcorn Buckets and more of the floats later on, because I will collect them all. He has his little... I got this from my uncle. And here's a little lantern on his back tail, a little wagon. He lights up. I'll show you guys later. But here's Elliot. And then online, I got the Zipper with the little glasses turtle. He lights up too, and I'll show that later. And it comes with this nice little strap. Elliot did too, but I put the strap inside of him. See, there's a little, right here, the little strap thing for him. I keep it inside just to keep it safe. This one I kind of just left out. But these are cool. I really like them. They're like their own little floats. Like, I would never put popcorn in it for as long as I live, and I'll never put drink in here. It's just so cool. Little parade floats. When I first saw this on TikTok, I was dying to get them, and when I went, they were not there, and I was very sad. Very sad. I literally got there early just so I could run to the popcorn stands to find them, and they didn't have them. But I luckily got this one online for, I think I spent $30 on this one. That was pretty bad. but people always upsell everything. So I got the turtle. I just really wanted it, so I didn't care how much it was. I just wanted it in my collection. And then Elliot was a gift from my uncle. He got it at Disneyland Park. He was lucky enough to find one. And yeah. Thank you, Uncle. But I really like Elliot. And I'll show you guys the lights right now. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this talk of the Electric Light Parade, because I love the Electric Light Parade, I like talking about it. But if you guys like me to talk about other parades, I can kind of talk more about them. Maybe like Paint the Night or the Halloween parade coming up. It does cost a lot to go see these parades, but I really wanted to see the Electric Light Parade in person again, so I did pay for a ticket. But maybe in the upcoming years, I can start going to parades and seeing more. I don't mind. But Disney is getting better at their products and their selling stuff, and these things are like kill or be killed to find now out there. I'm just grateful I got them. And if they keep coming out with parade stuff, I'm definitely gonna be there buying the stuff. So parades are my #1 favorite thing at Disneyland. So thank you all for watching. And next week announcement, the finale of Bedtime Stories is coming out. So I'll see you guys all next week for the finale. All right, thank you guys. Bye-bye.